Right, more details are emerging about the identities of the suspects, and RT's Alexei Yaroshevsky can tell us more. Alexei, so there are unconfirmed reports that both suspects were from the North Caucasus, but these are people who lived abroad. What do we know so far?
Well, we know little so far, and it's actually yet to be determined whether these guys actually lived in Russia at some point of time, or maybe they emigrated a long time ago, because we used to have a huge problem here in Russia with the Chechen terrorism. We had a war, in fact, in Chechnya, and there was a huge outflow of people from the North Caucasian Republic. And the question is whether these two suspects had actually anything to do with North Caucasus for the past decade or so. Because after the war, many people emigrated. Some of them were just looking for a peaceful life. Some of them had affiliation with terrorist groups, and they were fighting the war here against the federal forces on the Russian soil. So, you can see Chechens now anywhere in Europe, in France, in England, even in the United States, as far as in the United States. Most of them were given political asylum there. And the question is whether these guys had actually anything to do with terrorist organizations, whether they have any affiliation with any known terrorist organizations at the moment.
Well, we'll obviously keep our viewers updated on exactly what and who are they and if they have lived abroad. Do you think they did live abroad? I mean, did these suspects have anything to do with Chechnya today?
I don't think so, because many of them emigrated a decade ago. I mean, we don't have the war now. We don't have it for the last, almost 10 years now. And the reality is, most of them left. I saw myself on the French Riviera in a luxurious resort, Chechens riding with guns and Chechen flags. It doesn't necessarily mean they're terrorists or anything, but, if these guys prove to be terrorists and belonging to Al-Qaeda or any other terrorist organization, that certainly mean that old habits die hard. And not all of them are left to look for a peaceful life. Some of them left to continue their criminal activities and killing people and doing horrible stuff.
We are, of course, Alexei, right now, what our viewers are looking at now is the two pictures of the suspects who we are not officially sure whether they actually do come from the North Caucasus, but there are reports saying that they do. So we just want to make sure that our viewers know that these are just reports that are coming out. We will get clear confirmation in the next couple of updates as we continue with the story. Alexei Yaroshevsky in the studio with me, just giving us an update on those two supposedly brothers who may or may not be from the North Caucasus.